Welcome back to Mass Effect. JC here. Last time we dealt with the last Noveria and left that frozen, bug-infested shithole. And we came back here and then promptly spent the remaining portion of the episode dealing with inventory. Not my best move, I'll admit that. We've got to have a nice chat with Garrus, so bonus points there. Kind of makes up for the inventory management. Luckily enough, the next two games, there's no inventory management. You don't have to worry about it. That's one of the good things they dropped from the franchise, because that was boring as snot. Next, we're going to talk to our resident racist. Hello, Ashley. Horrible creature.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now.
Okay.
One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Understandable. Considering you have basically the equivalent of a pack waiting for you back at home.
Where did you grow up?
All over. Same as you, I expect. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
I was an only child, but I get the idea. At least one of my parents was always on duty.
Yeah, military families, eh? With schedules like that, it's a wonder we ever have kids anymore. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
Yep. Figured as much.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
Sucks to be you. I swear, if I find the person who's driving around with a large car outside, I'm going to do what she just did to them. What the story said. Ace! Bonnet of the car. Stop driving around all weekend. Grr.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees.
God.
All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those
Others, where's my flamer? I wish to purge this heresy.
For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known. Cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Bored now. That's what he says in his head. It's like, bored now.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he went down, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Nope, not my problem. That's a you problem.
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter. Only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
It's fine. It's fine. Have you ever heard of... There's a few things, Chaos Gods, the Lords of Shits and Giggles. That's a good one. Physics. That's an interesting one to believe in. Until it's being applied against you. Then you may want to go the whole, I object to your reality and substitute my own. That's another good one.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? Like I said, the Rachni are dangerous. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. If you haven't talked to Dr. Tassoni, you probably should. She just lost her mom. That has to hurt. Just saying, Skipper.
Yep. We'll deal with that in a little bit.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Oh no, more codex entries to read. Yay, Rex.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
Sounds positively orky. Except with less comical accents.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Ton Actus, A Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods. All fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
You say all fortified and guarded? Storehouses? You mean full of shinies? I'm pretty sure we could just bulldoze through those.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
Sure thing, buddy.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Rex. Wow! 2 more quests. Excellent. We still got Tally to have a word with, but she doesn't have a quest because we've already finished hers. Because we picked it up before we got to this point when she would have told us about it.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now.
There's a mod for that.
I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
I should go.
See you later.
That was it. That's all she had to say. She doesn't have anything new, because obviously that would have been a tie-in to her asking about data for the pilgrimage, except that we already did that mission. Going up. Let's lift these lift music. I mean, it used to take a lot longer. I haven't checked my locker for a while. Hello? Hello? Okay, there you go. Oh, I got a nade! Alright. Hey, Grumpy.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
I haven't heard anything about Kinetics in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Yeah, I would have thought the Asari, actually.
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Oh, well. That's not going to do you very well.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezia anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record? If we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
Yeah, well, I don't work like that.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Probably going to get to the point where I can't actually talk to him very much. Hello, Doc. Hello.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Oh.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Right.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Yeah. Don't want any form of strange attachments during this run. No, that's not for this game. Up, bang. Thank you. Salute. Thank you. Right.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Citadel, top priority. Well, we know who it's from, but I'm going to ask anyway.
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
No, salute. Yes, thank you. What do you trio of Muppets want?
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Right. Vermeer. Fun. But first, there's more side shit to do. Aha, you thought I was done with the side missions. I want to get away from Noveria. Oh, I see. I don't like Noveria. Noveria bad. strange transmission. Anomaly. More anomalies. The armor. Well, we'll go deal with Rex, shall we? You know I'm going to come here and just scan the system, right? Ah yes, Joker, take us out. We wish to get away from this frozen hellhole. Forwards. Best speed. I see another snowy hellhole again. Oh, it'll be too soon.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Oh,
Shepard, this is Admiral Kahoku. I found out who set that trap for my men. The ones killed by the Thresher Moor. Damn, I hope you get this message. It was a group called Cerberus.
Oh.
An Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you. This is probably the last you'll hear from me. Cerberus is after me now. I need to disappear before they find me.
Roger that. We will continue your work for you. They won't stop me. At least they can try. Let's see there. See there. I've got to remember that's a landing site, so I'll have to land there. Okay, what we got out here? Gas giant? Oh, a Neptune type gas giant. Yeah, it is a gas giant. Nothing there though. Wow. Who took all the stuff? Good grief. Right, well, let's land on this planet, but seeing as we're going to have to start using Rex, we're going to have a Rex Tally combo this time around. Rex. Tally. So we're low on combat strength now, apparently. And we've got 2 shotgun users. At least he can actually use assault rifles, so I'll probably build him for that, because we've already got a shotgunner. Except that him being a shotgun in close combat is kind of just a badass, but you know. Cars. Ugh. Right, we're going in. Yes! Rex, you get to take some time out of the cargo hold in one of those that gets shut out of said cargo hold. Boing. Right! Yeah. Not only have I got points, but Rex has got an awful lot of points that will need to be done. Or first aid, that was it. So we get more health. There we go. Rex! Oof. Alright. Don't mind warp. Warp's alright. I'm going to give him assault rifles. Barrier, actually, because he doesn't have some of the the defensive things that the techie people have, like what was it? Shield boost. Yeah, shield boost. Or does he? Oh, he does have it. Oh, okay, so he gets both. 2 points. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to there. Because that gets us an upgrade. Right. What's in the journal? It's against the time. Find the conduit. As it says now, and Vermire. Yes, go to Vermire. But I've also got Rex's family armor. And the strange transmission. Arctic commune? Ooh. Look, we've got side missions to do again. Yay! But we're almost out of time, and this is transponder signal surveyed. Escape pod. Turian wreckage. We've been here before. Well, that proves that. That's why there wasn't any survey data. Because I've already done it. Well, at least I figured that one out quickly. We'll just make this quick. We'll go over it. Compensates for last time.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
More messages.
Commander, I'm glad you're in the area. We've got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
So if I shoot everything that moves, a lot of researchers are gonna die.
Exactly. A normal team could handle the biotics, but a lot of innocent researchers would die during the operation. That's why I contacted you. I'm hoping you can keep the casualties to a minimum.
I'll do everything within my power to bring those researchers back safely, Admiral.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. 5th Fleet out.
More side missions! Ha ha! Excellent. Oh look, survey. Saw a little twinkle there, and I was like, ha! Survey it. Prothean data disk. Excellent. This one. Gas giant. A gas giant that close to an asteroid belt. Would have thought it would have sucked it all in by now. Never mind. Oh no, that's the way we're going. So this is the final one. Right, over here. A thin atmosphere. Nice atmosphere. Krypton and xenon. There's also some cobalt down there. Got anything twinkling in here in this little belt? No, that's a star that was moving in the background. No, looks like it's empty. Well, there we go. We've got... We know what we're doing. We're going there. That's next time. So, thank you for watching. Until next time, this is JC.